Good morning, thriving warriors. Today is the 8th of June. It is 6:01 a.m., 58 degrees. And the high today, it's 57. And the high today is going to be 85. Had a bit of rain yesterday, but here we are today. So great. I was told, look at the camera. Look at the camera. Okay, so I'm going to try to do that, even though it's kind of high. I've got a big screen. All righty then. So here we are, Department of Career Services, where our goal is to help you get from point A to point B on your journey, where B is better, and moving you from someday Isle to Success Landia. Okay, how do we do that? We do it through a bunch of little morsels that are easy to get from the ocean, easy to grab, ingest, digest, process, make it part of your life. Don't leave home without it. And good morning, Todd. I'm just doing some work in my book because it's not about learning, it's about remembering what we learned. Learning isn't good enough. So here we are to help you move from point A to B on your journey. A couple of things to get. Number one, it is a journey. It is not a sprint. It is not a marathon. It is a lifelong journey. And the metaphor we use is with a boat. So it's a boat that you have to build. We're going to help you learn how to build the boat. And you have to get a crew on the boat because the boat is so large, you can't get there on your own. The journey is too long. You cannot get there in a raft. You cannot swim there, dog paddle, side stroke. You can't get there that way. You have to have a boat that's big enough, and that means it demands a crew. So you can't do it alone. You can't be the lone ranger out there. So that's how we help you. We help you see the journey, not where it is you're going, but that you're going to Success Landia. See the journey, build the boat, focus on the important parts of the boat, four most important parts: the sails, the rudder, below deck, and the hull. And we help you get the crew. This is week 3 in our 4-week online, our 4-week course that we've been doing in the prisons for about 10 years. The state pen workbook, not Penn State. This is state pen workbook. Link below to the book, link below to the online course. So morsels down below, including not only that, Zoom next Wednesday, Zoom. We're going to be doing, I think, Proverbs again, motivational video, Jordan Peterson, Mark Devine, TED Talk. Today it is David Phillips, The Magical Science of Storytelling. Keywords, magical science of storytelling. More on that a little bit later. Daily Stoic, Seth Godin's blogs, Fable, David Goggins, Jack Rowland, Baraka Church. Let's see what else. We have our daily prayer and the transcript of Seth Godin's blog. So more than enough stuff here. If you took an hour a day and committed to this, I can promise you it will get you well on your journey. Of course, this is while we are here. We are already believers, so we already know where we're going when we die. This is to make the most of it. And the key is meaning and purpose. It's not money, but money is important, but it's meaning and purpose. Meaning acts such that everything you do matters. So when you see yourself sitting there on the couch or doing TikTok or whatever it is you're doing, ask yourself, does this really matter? If the answer is no, ask yourself, what can I do right now that matters? Maybe write a letter to somebody, send an email, thank you, write your eulogy. Who knows? There's a million things you can do that matter. And then service to others, help other people, make it part of your life. All right, so time is racing. Where are we at? 4 minutes and 35 seconds in. So let's talk about our TED Talk. Today's TED Talk is who? It is David Phillips talking about the magical science of storytelling. This is day 4. So what we learned is you got to get people on your boat. Can't get there alone. It's impossible. Get that out of your head. Don't have an attitude of, I don't need anybody else. I'm my own man. No, bad idea. It's not going to end up well. Good morning, Charlene. Not sure where Diana is. Okay, but anyway, can't get there on your own. So week 3 is about getting people, getting your crew, attracting people to be on your boat to help you get to Successlandia, because without other people, you will not get there. Period. Full stop. End of story. Chapter, book, volume, set. That's it. You can't get there on your own. So start with David Logan. How do you get people to help? Join a tribe, nudge it forward. Join a tribe, nudge it forward. Aha, there is Diana. Okay, join a tribe, nudge it forward. Tuesday, we learned from Seth Godin, how do you nudge a tribe forward? 4-step process. Find something to change, tell a compelling story, connect the true believers, and ignore the non-true believers. Dust off your sandals as you go to the next thing, and lead them. Yesterday, we learned how to tell a compelling story. The story isn't about what you're going to do. It's not about how you're going to do it. It's about why you need to change the status quo. That's it. Why we need to change the status quo. Message from Wadabevi. Wadabevi. Okay. Next, David Phillips talks about the magical science of storytelling. That's the story before the story. That's the thing that gets people emotionally aligned with you, where you bond. They see the world the way you do. This is to tell a story, to release neurotransmitters, to get people inclined to bond with you. And if they do, you can use the elegant equation, which is bond, add value, and then ask. Boom. Okay, moving right along. We're at 7:15. Let's quickly go to our Aesop's fable. The sheep and the pig. One day, a shepherd discovered a fat pig in the meadow where his sheep were pastured. He very quickly captured the porker, which squealed at the top of its voice the moment the shepherd laid his hands on it. You would have thought, to hear the loud squealing, that the pig had been cruelly hurt, but in spite of its squeals and struggles to escape, the shepherd tucked his prize under his arm, started off to the butcher's in the marketplace. The sheep in the pasture were much astonished and amused at the pig's behavior, and followed the shepherd and his charge to the pasture gate. "What makes you squeal like that?" asked one of the sheep. "The shepherd often catches us and carries one of us off, but we should feel very much ashamed to make such a terrible fuss about it like you do." "That is all very well," replied the pig, with a squeal and a frantic kick. "When he catches you, he's only after your wool, but he wants my bacon. Gee, gree." And not a very good pig imitation, which is probably a good thing. It's easy to be brave when there's no danger. True. Here's what I say. It's easy to be wrong. It takes skill to be right. Truth, like a hammer, can be used to make things and break things. It's far easier to break things. The sheep were wrong about the reason for the squealing and probably didn't believe the pig anyway. Here's another example where one side is involved, sheep for wool, and the other is committed, the pig for bacon. All righty then. Prayer. Live simply. Compassionate, loving God, you created a beautiful world for us to share. Give us the desire to live simply so that our lives show your generosity. You made us responsible for the earth. Guide us so that those who come after us may enjoy your creation. Amen. Okay, good, cool, great. Time is 9:37. Got to go back to the beginning. Advice from an 80-year-old: answer the phone with enthusiasm and energy in your voice. And our coffee to start the day. This is Kona coffee, thanks to Randy, who bought it in Hawaii and hand-delivered it. We had a very full day yesterday. And then I have my whiz bang. Very strong. Me. Okay. There we are. So the three of us, Todd, who I see walking around, Charlene, and Diana. 10:26 in. We have 2 morsels left to scoop out of the proverbial sea. The first one from Diana, Navy SEAL Maxim-ish type thing, is what? I have it over my door. Act such that yesterday was the only easy day. Just do a little bit more. And you know what? If you get in the habit of doing that, it's not really harder every day. You just get used to pushing yourself just a little bit more every day. Not a lot. It's not like you go to the gym and you say, okay, well, yesterday I lifted 100 pounds. Today I'm going to lift 200. No. You can lift 100 pounds in 1 ounce. Just do a little bit more today because there's the compound effect. So you just do a little bit more every day. At the end of the week, it'll be a noticeable amount. At the end of the month, it'll be very noticeable. At the end of the year, it'll be incredibly noticeable. So it doesn't have to be big. Just get comfortable being uncomfortable. Enjoy this, embrace the suck. Don't complain. Complain less. Don't put so much stock in things that are not really that important. Your food should be nourishing, hot, well prepared. Flavor is an added bonus, but not something you should depend upon. And don't complain. Next, last morsel. Charlene is there. Oh, she is there. She's already got it. If you're still here, the last morsel out of this proverbial ocean, the proverbial sea that separates us from where we are to where we want to be. If you're still here, God is not through with you yet. You still have things to do. The journey is over when our heart stops and we stop breathing. And with that, can we get and cut? And cut. And cut. Boom.